Hi everyone, it's Nima here. Just wanted to show you how to run the Monday report really quickly. Just to let you know, you guys are the first beta, and I'm looking for a lot of feedback from this team specifically. So let's get started. The first tab really just gives you the list of all properties. It's supposed to kind of have the same look and feel as the old Monday report, with a little bit more flexibility. I guess to start off with is you have the comparison week. So right now, since we are in November week 3, I can compare to week 2, or I can compare to week 1. So I can compare 2 weeks in over time. I have the whole year to choose from, and I can go back in time. I have all the segments that I can break down to: the hotels, the region, the ownership group, and the RVPs. Note that these filters are going to basically drive the, I guess, property detail as well as the same store and all store numbers. On the second tab, this is kind of the more, I guess, dashboard like view. I think it has somewhat of a similar feel as some of the other dashboards that you've seen that I've published. Again, you have those same filters on top. Here's where we're getting that segmentation details. If you wanted it to drive to the, child segmentation, you just click here and you'll see the child segmentation. Of course, the bubbles represent the size of the bubbles represent the forecasted revenue. The color represents the degree of change, i.e., if you are in a darker orange or this kind of burnt orange color, the greater the shortfall to budget. If you're in this darker blue, the greater the positive variance to budget. So right here, this is really driven by the properties forecast files. Down here, you're seeing the regional pace document. So this is driven by the Monday, or I'm sorry, by Profit Sword. Essentially, the system is engineered in a way to extract the Monday pace numbers by basically querying the system at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then it'll drive these numbers. Again, the size of the boxes here represent the amount of revenue on the books. The color represents the pace. These are the details pertaining to the pace numbers we're seeing. And then the last piece is this rolling budget to variance. So we're seeing the week over week budgets, how they've changed, and as you can see, they're in descending order. So, week 3 is the most recent week and how that number has changed per region. If you wanted to drive into properties, you go to property detail. It'll just move you to this next tab. And now you can actually see all the properties. Right now, at this point, I think we only have it on Joe Schwingler, but if I want to see all RVPs, you can see that you have all the properties. You have all the detail as well, and then you can actually click onto the pace per property here. Again, this rolling, I guess the forecast to budget variances on a 3-week basis, you're able to see, where they changed it. The other cool thing to think about this is this gray bar represents what's forecasted in that period of time. Where the arrow sits represents what's budgeted. A green up arrow represents a positive variance to budget. A negative, a red arrow that's facing downward represents a negative variance to budget. And then these two shades actually represent group and transient. The one thing I do want to kind of point out is if you see whenever I hover, this quick tooltip comes up. So it's really cool because you can actually, just hover over different pieces and you'll get a quick preview of what you're looking at. And then when you click into it, you can just kind of drill down from there. So we can see, epics, variances to forecast versus last week versus the week before, what their pace looks like, how their forecast has changed. So we could see that week 3 forecast has now moved up, and then we could see where that variance was driven by. So we could see that it's, really transient driven, things like that. All right, well, I look forward to your feedback. We thought this video is easier for you to watch instead of me having to send you a giant document in regards to how to scroll around this dashboard. But I am looking for feedback, especially from this team, ideas and things like that. On top of it, there's a ton more data. I think Dwight and Thomas have seen some of this, but if you're curious about what other data sources we have and what kind of reports I can put together, I'd be more than happy to talk to you about that. Have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.